Hi, welcome everyone. Welcome once again. This is Live Naga Fafa, and we're so much happy and blessed that we have live. When we have live, we have everything. If you can hear me, please let me hear it from the comments. Say yes, I can hear you. Let me hear you. Let me hear you. Let me feel you in the comment section below. Can you hear me? Just say yay. Yes, we can hear you in the comment section. Let me know if you can hear me. All right. Today we're looking at women and intimacy, sex and relationships. And if you can hear me, let me know. Yeah, thank you so much that you can hear me loud and clear. We're looking at very important things that you need to know as a woman, okay? As a gorgeous lady before you start kissing and moving on to be intimate, sexual relationships. And before we move on, I want to make this disclaimers. One, I'm not a doctor. Two, I'm not a sex therapist. Three, I'm not here to condemn the way you live your life. In no way. You know, on this channel, it's all about women and our lives and our affairs. We talk about women leading us, discovering to have self acceptance, self development, self care, and then boosting our love relationships. So, in no way do I want to say that what I'm doing here or telling you is more than it's better than what you want to do with your life. No, that is not the issue. So, please, um, I love you all. I care about everything that you do. So, just know that we are here to make sure that everything works out for us as women. All right. Let me hear from you if you can hear me in the comment section below. All right. Now, we're moving on to talk about the first thing that you need to know before you start kissing and having sex. Number one, gorgeous lady, you need to know the health status of the man that you are with, your husband. All right. Do you really know the health status of the man that you are dating or the man that you are going out with your partner before you start having cases, before you start going out and having sexual relationship? You need to know. There are a lot of women who have found themselves in so many problems, health issues, because they did not know the health status of the man that they were dating. Okay, they just one case has ended them in serious troubles. Just one sexual intimacy, sexual relationship has ended them with serious diseases that they cannot take away from their lives. So one, get to know the health status of the man that you are getting out with. What kind of health issues that the person has? Does the person have any is the person having any oral issues that you do not know of, any infectious disease? You've got to know all these things and take control of your life. As a gorgeous woman, as the queen of your life, you need to know all these things. All right. We do not want anything bad to happen to us. So that is what you really want to do in your relationship before you're moving on to make this major decision in your life. Just as I said, I'm not here to tell you what to do, but to make sure that we have the best form of relationships with ourselves, to make so that we are happy and then we have a better relationship with our partners. All right. We don't want to fall sick. We are in a relationship and we are falling sick. We do not know. We have a lot of health issues to deal with. That is not what we really want to have in our relationships. All right. Now let's move on to number two. Number two thing that you need to know, gorgeous woman queen, before you start kissing, before you start indulging in sex, is get to know the hemoglobin genotype of the man. There is nothing wrong, lady, being in a relationship and asking some of those questions. Getting to know what is the hemoglobin genotype that you have. You yourself, do you know your hemoglobin genotype? Do you even know what it is? Do you know that of the man that you are dating, that you are in a courtship with, or that you've been engaged with? Do you know it? We have four types, and I'm going to talk about it a little bit. I've told you I'm not a doctor, so if you want to know much about it, you need to do your more research, or you talk to your doctor, and your doctor is going to talk and teach you about these things. We have traits that you have taken from your parents. That is the complete genotype, all right, that you have. And those that your guy or the man that you are aspiring to marry also has, all right. There are other things that you need to know. So with the hemoglobin genotype, we have the AA, then we have the AS, we have the AC, and then the SS. All right. Now, with this, the AS, the SS, and the AC are very serious. And if you know yours, and if you are AA, you can match up with maybe some of them, all right? Because the AC and then the SS have serious issues with bearing children, okay? Those who have those hemoglobin genotype, they have issues with childbearing. That is why, as a caring human being, if I'm just chipping this in, if you know somebody who is married and is not yet bearing children, has not yet gotten the fruit of the womb, please be careful and cautious about things you say about those people. I'm so passionate about this because you do not know the reason why they are not bearing kids. You do not know whether they've taken the decision themselves to hold on for some time before they have kids. You do not know. You do not know if they're having health issues. You don't know. And so that is not your problem, lady. That is not your issue. Concentrate on yourself. And if you are an in-law, a sister-in-law, a mother-in-law, you are listening to me and you're always putting pressure on people to give birth without knowing what the struggles that they are going through, lady, you've got to be careful, please. So back to our hemoglobin genotype. All right, so with these that we have, you really want to know if you can match up with this guy before you move on to have anything to do with him. That is why you need to preserve yourself until marriage. You get to know all these things before you start doing it. So you want to ask yourself, is it okay? Does my hemoglobin genotype match with this guy, with this man that I'm dating, that I'm going out with? Can we move on and get married without having issues with our kids if we want to bear kids? Because listen, my gorgeous queen, there are a whole lot of children who are suffering. All right? They're always having issues every month, every day, every week. You know nothing about it until you have set your eyes or you have come into contact with those people. Then you realize that, oh, you don't wish that for them. All right? They're going through crisis. And it is no problem of them. It is nothing that they have done wrong to deserve what the crisis they go through. But you know what? Maybe their parents didn't know. Their hemoglobin genotype didn't match. And so when they came into contact, they got married, and then they started giving birth. Let me give you this scenario. If your hemoglobin genotype is AA, and you marry an SS, all right? It is better you take the decision that will not have kids. It's better you do that because the probability that you may have a kid that will be AS is possible, all right? And if you marry your genotype is SS and you marry somebody who is AS, there could be the probability that you can give a child with a hemoglobin genotype to be SS, or AS. All right? Now listen, this is it. I do not want you to compromise with your health issues, with your marital issues, and say that, oh, because of this, because of that, I believe God can give me kids that are going to be AS, and I'm not going to have any child who is going to be SS. Ladies, please, let's level up. I'm so passionate today about this video. Let's level up. Let's up our game and take control of our lives. Get to know. Please get to know. Research. Ask this your guy. Go and have a test. If he's not ready, he's not a guy for you to be with, ladies. If he's not ready for tests, he's not ready for you to have things to do with your health issues. Move on. Get away from this guy. There are so many guys that are beautiful queen, and they love you. They will understand you, and you will have to do all this tests and research before you get into marriage. All right? Don't be like, oh, it's going to be well, oh, things will work out well. So let's try, let's keep on praying. And then God is, what about, please, what about if you give birth to a child who is SS? You are going to you have brought a child to the world to go through a lot of crisis that you know nothing about. So don't say, I'm SS, my guy is also, I'm AS, my guy is also AS, so we can get married. I'm AC, he's also AC, so we can, please, know which one is good. Talk to your doctor. And then pick the right thing. We want the right thing for ourselves. We want the right thing for our partners. We want the right thing for our kids. We want the right thing for our relationships. Ladies, that's what I'm talking about, please. The next thing that we want to talk about, I've talked about two. One very important thing that you need to know, the third thing on my list, before you start kissing, take it seriously, ladies. Before you start having sex, take it serious, ladies, is that check your marital status. Are you really married? Don't move with the crowd and say, oh, everybody is doing it. Everybody is kissing. You go for first date, you are kissing. Before you are aware, you've been given alcohol. You've been given something to inhale. And you cannot take control of yourself. And before you are aware, you've given in your pride. You've sold it out. Ladies, please, let's take control of our lives. Get engaged, marry before you start, because before that, you have gone to counseling. Your counselor is going to take you through all the stages to get to know whether you know the health status of the guy, and then the hemoglobin genotype of the guy. And so before you get into it, there are people out there who are preserving themselves. There are people out there who have preserved themselves. Even if they have done it once and they realize that, oh, I did, this is the greatest bad thing that I have done in my life, and I do not want to do it again until I get married. You are preserving yourself. There can always be a second chance. And so you want to do this, right? To make sure that you are married. Don't give yourself out there. There are a lot of ladies who have been engaged for so many years, 6, 7, 4 years, and have been taken advantage of. No marriage. All right? The guy has gone to see the family members, and then he said, oh, I want to marry her. And for so many things, it could be for situationships, and you are living together as a man and a woman, as a married person, a woman and a married man, which is wrong. Before you give in to kiss, before you give in to sex, marry the guy. Please, I don't want you to say to buy into the people who are saying, oh, I need to have some sort of experience. Experience with what? Experience with sex? You know, if you're a woman, the reason why you need to take care of yourself and take care of your pride before you get married is that emotionally, we are always having issues. All right? We are not like men. We have a lot of emotional issues. Women, research shows that we have mental issues, the highest is in women. And most of them are coming from broken hearts, people who have ghosted on them, people who have been used the ladies and just left them just like that without marriage. They promised them, they had sex with them, and that was it. You do not want this to happen to you, lady. Take care of yourself. Hold on. My principal in school always used to say that sex, when you get married, is going to chase you. And then you would even be fed up. You will run away. So just take your time, lady. Take your time. Share this video and tell people that until it is done, we are not giving in. Please. If you are liking it, please don't forget to like the like button and then share the video. Now, it is time for us to make declarations. We've talked about 3 most important things that you need to do before you start having sex. The first thing on this channel right now that we're talking about is that get to know the health status of the man. Number 2, get to know the hemoglobin genotype of your guy, and then get married. Go through counseling and get married before you start giving in. Take control of your life, of yourself. Now it's time for us to make declarations. This is where I love so much, because you sit before your mirror, right? And then you tell yourself that you are beautiful. You are that gorgeous woman. And you would be able to do whatever you purpose in your life to do through Christ who strengthens you, in the name of Jesus. See you next week as we delve into another topic. Don't forget to like it. Bye-bye.